Hey, good morning, my family, friends, followers, new subscribers. The Dano the Rust Buster coming at you from Providence, Rhode Island. I'm working on Matt's 1970 Chevelle SS. It's a real Chevelle SS, 396, four-speed, matching numbers car. It's been a very interesting little ride so far. Usually, when I go into these cars, I find a lot of hidden issues. The old work, when I open up old work, I almost always find something behind it. This car, I don't know how, but it sat in Massachusetts outside for like 20 years, and the only thing that's that's really not so hot with it is this frame. It's got a lot of really deep pits in it, uh, but the frame is going to be replaced with a rolling chassis, all rebuilt, suspension complete, all that kind of stuff. This guy in Arizona, I guess, he gets these frames, sandblasts them, powder coats them, redoes all the suspension work, and then ships them off to you. So after I get done with the body, well, the metal work on this one, we're going to bring it up to the other shop and lift the body off the frame. And while it's up on the lift, I'm going to be doing the undercarriage with a product called Raptor. It's a truck bed liner, but it also works very well underneath. It'll be getting the wire brush, asphalt, red oxide primer, and then the Raptor. It makes a really nice, nice finish. It goes on kind of thick. It lays in really smooth. It's a polyurethane. It's not a petroleum-based product like your spray can stuff. It's got a satin black glow to it. It's just really sweet. I'll probably end up doing the trunk with that too. It is a bit pricey, so the floors are going to be with the Flex Seal because it's going to get a sound deadener. Well, of course, I'll be using the asphalt on that and the red oxide, then the Flex Seal, and that'll lay down nice for the sound deadener, and then the mat and the carpet and such like that. Hey, what do you say we take a look at how far I got on this? Let me grab the camera. Up in front wasn't too bad. This is one of the first times where there wasn't a hole in the drip pan. It was good all the way down. Excuse me. Except on the bottom, we usually have our usual little rust through there. I'm going to be taking care of that. I had to make a piece here for the fender. The front piece of the rocker was gone, so I fabricated that up. It's still got to be finished. And all this got cleaned up and treated. The original tag, I still got some detail work on. You can see the pits around here. I got to be very careful not to remove these rivets because this is a matching numbers car and it can't look like it's been fooled with or tampered with. There's the original VIN. I cleaned that up a little bit. She's looking pretty good all the way around. I got the door jambs, the sills, and all that. The interior is pretty cleaned up. Got a small hole there and one back here. For what I'm usually up against, that's absolutely nothing. There were mice living up here, in here for quite some time. They were all up in the ceiling. They were everywhere. So, of course, they have their urine and their feces, and that smell gets in there. And it's really, you can't. I've got to seal it and prep it, and treat it, and so when the interior goes in, it doesn't smell like mice. The gutters on this are extremely clean. The roof is clean. Around the windows, there are few, if any, holes in that. There were some pits on the sides. I got all my usual metal work. You can see the waves in there. I'm not a body guy. Remember that. This is I set the body guys up for success, and they take it from there. I still got some detail work down here. The rear quarters. This is the one that as you see from the earlier episodes, that I grafted this whole trunk section. This is the new center panel But the trunk section I took off of that 72 over there. As you can see, the body is the same in that area. It's the same. The filler panel is good. This one had a vinyl top, and how it didn't get totally destroyed is beyond me. I've never seen a vinyl top not get eaten up big time. As you can see, this is where my splice was. I've still got some work over here. I'll probably do that when it's on the lift because it's just I like to work these excuse me, from the outside, and when it's up in the air, it just really gives me a good clean shot at it. This the one. So this was spliced in this top, and then I did a lower half panel on this. It was really gone. So that's over here. There was the usual. As you can see, I've got to still dress that in, but it's really, this side didn't get rusted out. It's ready. It's pretty much ready to go. So that's where I am with that. Let's see. I've got the front fenders are over here. They're going to be getting mocked up. There was some of the usual lower rust issues down there. The doors are here. And out of these two doors at 50 some odd years old, there's nothing on the bottoms. They're not. I mean, you could barely even see that hole. Unbelievable. I've never seen doors this clean. It's still, this car is blowing my mind. Over here on the passenger door, this is it. This is the extent of it. That's really kind of hard to believe that's all there is to it. So I'm going to be stripping these gaskets off, getting it cleaned up, shoot it with some primer, and basically go from there. The hood for it's over there. They got I think that's an aftermarket hood. I'm not quite sure. The original one was pretty far gone. I could save it. It's over there. I could save it, but it's just not worth the time and effort. This is a really good reproduction. I've checked it out already, and it's in pretty good shape. And that's about where I am, I think, with that today. That's going to be, I'm going to be mocking it up. I got as you can see, I got the radiator core support in, and take it from there. Let me put this down. So with all that said, I've only got a few more days left on it before it's ready. Excuse me, before it's ready to be moved up to the lift. So I'm going to get to it. Oh, and the color was that mint green. I didn't quite show you that. You can see it on the door. He's going to paint it the original color. This car really is nice. And the owner, he buys and sells Chevelles and other cars like that. And he's going to keep this one. This one's really is a money car, and it's everything about it is right. So I'm really getting into it. It's taken a little bit of time. I've been on it for a few weeks now, but as we go along in the next episode, I'm going to show you some of those details that I'm known for. The flanges that look like factory, so you can't see that it was repaired. The seams, how they fit, the alignment with the trunk, so that the fenders, the gap in the bumper isn't crooked. All that detail is going to pay off in the end product. The owner is happy. I'm very happy. It's a nice day in Providence. Had a little bit of rain. Could use a little bit more probably. But until then, oh, and just to let you guys know, every car that I do, I get hundreds of images. That way, that it's all the work that was done is well documented. Because you never want to have somebody walk up that's interested in the car and say, "Oh, that's beautiful paint. What's underneath it?" And you got no answers for them. It could be a Bondo Queen for all we know. No. Here's the Google catalog. There's all the work that was done. There you go. Now there's no question. If anybody wants a copy of the Google images, the catalog that I make, feel free to ask me, because this one's probably got 175 images of what I did and where I did it. And I answer all questions. If you guys get stuck or how to do something, feel free to reach out and ask me. I enjoy sharing information when and where I can. Ask me why I went like that instead of like this. I've got an answer for it. I've been at this for quite some time now, so there's nothing that I don't know about on it. And with all that, thank you for subscribing. Good morning, Oliver. Good morning, America. Mom, Dad, Jesus, all those everybody. And have yourself a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye.